Hey everybody, we're back with the guaranteed finale of Digital Devil Saga. It ends tonight. Probably. Barring unforeseen circumstances. But we have some grinding to do to begin with, so let's get that going. Alright. We have some cells we can get rid of, so we're going to teleport to the bottom, hit up a shop, get a little bit extra cash. Did I change Surf's mantra? Because if I didn't, yes I did, damn it. That's only a 25,000 one. If we can get enough cash, I'm going to throw that last magic mantra on Surf, and we can grind that up as well. Alright. So we have plans to beat the final boss, and we're gonna get it done. And I would be honestly surprised if this takes longer than 2 hours. These are good plans. The best. Because I made them. Alright, fusion cell. Get rid of that. Logic. Awesome. We have the 700,000 that we need. Let's go throw down a lot of money. The last magic mantra for Surf. And in case you forgot why we want to do that, that's because it gives us magic repel. Seven-star difficulty. 7 seems to be kind of an arc number for this game. The 7 areas, the 6 tribes, and the Karma Temple. 7 turns, Anata had 7 heads. 7 stars. But it's kind of like Final Fantasy 13 and 15 did, where that was actually pretty heavy-handed. 13 and 15 had the thing of their final chapters were 13 and 15 respectively. Which meant very little, because by the time you got there you'd stop caring. Alright, back to the Karma Temple. Sahasrara. There's no way you can say that without it sounding stupid. Sahasrara. But it ends tonight. Take care of business. See the ending. And we have good stuff. Alright. I don't want to walk all the way to the top, but it might actually be beneficial to work through some of the grinding. Does Surf have Consume an Iron Stomach? Because if he does, 7-star difficulty mantra, we want that. Alright, awesome. Let's climb the entire Karma Temple again. All of them. So did you guys see the Nintendo Direct Mini yesterday? That was a surprise, I'll tell you that. So yeah, you'd think, like, the elevator shaft at the top would maybe lead here. It'd be a quick way back to the top from the bottom. Seems like a missed opportunity. It really does. Okay, save point. I used to do this with Kingdom Hearts 2. When I was grinding Kingdom Hearts 2. Way back years ago.
I'll make this quick.
Go into the final world, the world that never was. Well, don't want to do fire. Go into the world that never was and go from the bottom all the way to the top. God damn it. And you were usually guaranteed like 2 levels at that point. At least at the point where I started doing it. Alright, Bufu dying. Damn it. It was frozen. Try again. Yeah, it's not frozen anymore. Damn. Okay, try and eat it. Okay, so we're not eating these things then if it's gonna do 1 damage per. Oh. What is everything no debilitate in this dungeon? I don't get to no debilitate. Nice. And 1 for Jenny and the Wimp. This is where the big one turns up, isn't it? Yeah, this was weird. I don't... It turns up, does a big attack, and then leaves. Oh, I don't really get it. Alright, let's heal. Yeah, I used to do this with Kingdom Hearts 2. Bottom to the top of the final area. The entire thing could take like 25, maybe 30 minutes. Okay. You fire? Fire works on you, okay. The ideal solution is for Surf to eat them all. Alright. See how this goes. Nice. And then pass. So Surf can eat the other one. Buffet. God damn it, curse. Everybody got cursed. That's not bad. That is actually better than I was expecting. We have this curse. 7. You have Curse D though. Doesn't everybody have Curse D? I'll throw this on Cielo and just have it ready. Nope, doesn't have Curse D. He's not gonna have Curse D. Alright then. Save me using a discurse. I should have bought some. Should have bought several things. I've been focusing entirely on skill setups. Yeah, I know what to do with these fuckers. But these guys will even give anything. Alright. These guys will. This is probably a better grinding ground than up top, actually. Okay. Pass, and then eat the one in the middle so it doesn't cast Curse again. Yeah, how much do we get out of that? Nice. Hey Ninja. Yeah, we're just getting our last couple of things. We want Magic Repel, Materadine, and Miragidine. And then that's it. We're going straight into the final fight with that. And that's all the preparations I have in mind. The whole thing shouldn't take too long. Well, it's a good thing we found out last time that Hunt doesn't count as Consume. And then pass. And then you eat. So we do it like this. That means Surf gets the majority of the Atma. But with AP divide on, that means everybody else still gets the regular amount. And it means grinding the 7-star mantra isn't going to take all day. But hell, it's entirely possible we'll get to the next save point and just be able to teleport back to the top. Or as close to the top as we can get. Because we won't need to grind anymore. Got it all figured out, Ninja. I'm on the ball. Oh, they'll throw a curveball at me. There's no way for us to prepare for Hunger Wave. That's entirely down to luck. There's nothing we can do about that. But the biggest trouble we had last time was dealing with the fallout of Hunger Wave. We get everybody back, but then they still end up with all the orbs back. Because the dying skills, we were doing it like this, where that takes 2 characters. The specific setup we've been grinding for allows us to do one dying per character. Which I think will work out far better. And they really got to screw us for that. There's also a couple of extra things we can do. I remember there was a room around here that we didn't go with because we got a game over there twice. And it was optional, I decided, fuck it. Do these even matter? Probably kind of ironic that Heat's actually one of my best prepared characters. In, like, every way. But the only thing Heat's really good for is physical. Alright. Alright. So yeah, definitely by the time we hit the next save point, we can just teleport to the top, we'll be done. But if you remember, there was a room to the side here. Get this back on the map. Just for map completion's sake. Doesn't mean anything, I just want it. Yeah, you made it in time. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. No, I was hoping to eat that one. Oh well. Yeah, you made it in time, Ninja. So, did anybody see the Nintendo Direct yesterday? The Direct Mini. Well, to be fair, if you missed the first few minutes of the battle, it'd just be the stuff you already saw, Ninja. Damn, this is actually a really good opportunity to take her out.
It's the only way.
Finally, the power of gun helped us. So Nintendo Direct yesterday, it's like Direct Mini. It's gonna be like 10 minutes long, like, okay. Today was that day. It's like, okay, Direct Mini. We're gonna be doing announcements for third-party games from our partners. And also some games that have already been previously announced. People are angry that they didn't announce a Mario game in there. Like, people really want this, this Mario collection to be true. Like, it starts up and it's like, okay, hey, Cadence of Hyrule DLC. Okay. Character pack. With 2 characters I've never heard of, and then Shadow Link, Shadow Zelda, what? Shadow Zelda? And Impa. Okay. Pack 2. 36 new songs. Like, it's pretty neat. If I was playing the game, that'd be cool. Pack 3, new story content. That's pretty good. Cool stuff. Play as Skull Kid. And use the power of masks. Alright, cool. Next announcement. Rogue Company. A third-person shooter. A multiplayer third-person shooter, arena-based. That looks, interface-wise, quite a bit like Overwatch. Okay, this doesn't interest me, and I also can't understand who it would interest, but okay. Next up, WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Okay, I already knew about this, didn't really care anyway. But boy did it make me care less to see those WWE superstars pretending to be playing the game and having a lot more fun than they could possibly be having. Like, that was a bit much. It was like, And now we have one last announcement. And then, what do I start hearing? Is that the Lucifer's Call opening theme? Shit, Lucifer's Call remaster coming to Switch next year. Bam. Except we're not calling it Lucifer's Call anymore. We're just straight out calling it Nocturne everywhere from the looks of it. 10 out of 10. And then, new trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's coming next year. Finally, details. Like that was hype. Not gonna lie. So the prospective plans we had? Pretty much, yeah. Like, if you're into Cadence of Hyrule, the DLC seems pretty neat. I don't understand who could possibly be interested in Rogue Company. Because the kind of people who are playing it must already be playing similar things. Like, Overwatch is on Switch now. "2K Battlegrounds," we already knew was happening. I don't know why that needed to be specifically in a Nintendo Direct. And also, the whole thing... I stopped watching wrestling several years ago. Well, I stopped watching wrestling many years ago. I stopped I tried to get back into wrestling a couple of years ago and watched it for like a month and was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. So the only person there I recognised was Asuka, who is apparently a gamer. She has a Twitch channel, from what I'm aware. Cool. There we go, Paraladi. But like, I wonder if she was watching that Nintendo Direct and saw it and was like, God, I'm clearly not really playing that game. Because there's always a thing you can tell, like if you ever play games, you can always tell when people aren't really playing games. Because who plays games like that? But Lucifer's Call, Nocturne Remastered, that's hype. Pretty much, yeah. And also over-the-top exclamations. Like, oh, these wrestling moves are so cool and over-the-top, and it's like... It's like if you ever saw the trailer for NBA 2K that just straight up had the slot machines in it, where they got somebody who I assume is a popular Twitch streamer or YouTuber who plays NBA 2K. And the guy was super over the top in his reactions to his look. And it's like, it's clearly fake. But Nocturne coming to Switch and PS4 next year. And it's like, you better believe we're doing launch day stream on that. I'm picking that game up. So the Nocturne stream we were gonna do, that's cancelled. We're replacing it. But then, like, finally some news on Shin Megami Tensei 5. That was announced in 2017, and we've not seen it since. Like, they showed a trailer. It was one of the first games that had a trailer shown for the Switch. And we've not seen it since. And finally, not just confirmation it's still around, which they'd said it was, but, like, new trailer, release next year. Where did that go? But again, launch day stream. Picking that up when we're doing it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, maybe there's some kind of problem with me, but it's not so much in the backlog. I did Nocturne years ago. We should just start calling it Nocturne now. I did Nocturne years ago. The issue was really just doing it again. His last word. But the remaster is most likely gonna have the quality of life features that the series has gained over the years. Like, hopefully the ability to save anywhere, which has been in the more recent SMT games, the mega damage. The ability to choose what fusions, what skills fusions inherit. They're putting an easier difficulty mode in it, which is nice. It looks fantastic. It looks really good. It's a dead end, but it doesn't look like a dead end on the map. It does look better. Like, check out the trailer. They start off like, here's Nocturne on PS2. Here's Nocturne HD Remaster. So there's that. It looks nice, it looks a lot cleaner, which is always good. My one issue with going back to Nocturne on PS2, it looks like it kind of has a blur filter over some of it. Which in a CRT looks fine, the way it looks. But the cleaner visual style the HD version is presenting does look a lot nicer for HD TVs. I will say though, Ninja, you're not an RPG player, don't pick it up. God damn it. God damn it. Like, Nocturne is one of the hardest games you can play. Like, there's been the stupid thing for several years now of like journalists comparing difficult games to Dark Souls. Shin Megami Tensei 4 on 3DS came out, and because in between Lucifer's Call and 4, Persona had actually started to get pretty big. Yeah, that's everything we need. So, the majority of the light shined on the Mega 10 series is Persona. And so we had the common thing for journalists to say, Shin Megami Tensei 4 is the Dark Souls of Persona. Now I want you to ignore how stupid that actually sounds. And bear with me with a thought. Shin Megami Tensei 4 is easier than Nocturne was. Like Persona, we go off Persona 4, which was the last one when Shin Megami Tensei 4 came out. And Persona 4 it has difficulty. There's going to be game overs, you're going to die. Shin Megami Tensei 4 is harder than that. Oh, there's a save point outside. Let's just teleport up. Nocturne is harder than that. Like, that's the main thing I want to try and instill on you. You want to get into Shin Megami Tensei? Check out 5 when it comes out. Don't go into Nocturne. Do not make Nocturne one of your first major RPGs that you want to go into. He's not friendly and it will hurt you. And it's not like with Dark Souls has a fairness to a lot of its earlier game, which I think is often overlooked. Yeah, will hurt you. You've seen how we've done with Digital Devil Saga here. Nocturne is harder than this. Nocturne is harder than this. It's like Dark Souls is fairish for early on. There are points later on where Dark Souls gets bullshit. And some of his level design is frustrating, especially later on, because the level design will kill you because it's bad. But then everybody who's played Dark Souls will tell you the second half of that game, after you get the Lord Vessel, is definitely weaker than the first half. But Dark Souls is about perseverance, and death is a natural part of that. You die, you go back, you get your stuff back, and try again. I've had times in playthroughs of Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne where I've died on the second fight of the game. It's about learning what you did wrong. Learn, improve. Like, that's the big thing. It encourages a mindset that existed 20 years ago that has died out in gaming. And that's, like, the big thing with it. I compare it to Mega Man. Like, you go into a boss, learn its patterns, learn the tells, learn how you know. Learn what it does before it does any single attack. And do that. I compare it to Mega Man for that. But since Dark Souls gives you a chance, death is part of the cycle, it's totally intended. Death isn't the end though, and it doesn't have a limited life system. Dark Souls is more forgiving than shit like Mega Man. Oof. 1.4 million. That's where Meji-Dolan is. No element. I'm tempted to get this. But Magic Repel hits everybody. Null Element would only work for one character. No. Muscle memory is a part of it, but muscle memory should apply to two buttons: block and dodge. That's it. Muscle memory actually it's part of the reason why I have trouble with Bloodborne, because the muscle memory I have says press L1 to block, and shields aren't really a thing in Bloodborne. There are shields, but the combat system does not encourage them. But it is one thing I'll give Dark Souls, especially in its early game. Yeah, it did. It's one thing I'll give Dark Souls, especially in its early game. It's not as bullshit as people make it out. Like, it gets bullshit. I'm not going to argue that. But it doesn't start as bullshit as that. Although Dark Souls 3 might. But I've said before, I think part of the problem with Dark Souls 3 is they were a little too enamored with the popular fan perception of Dark Souls. The idea that Dark Souls is only good because of its difficulty. Which is grabbing the complete wrong end of the stick. How long have we been at grinding, or how long have we been at the game? How you doing, Clem? Shields in Dark Souls are fine. The issue is shields in Bloodborne. Grinding today, we've been at this for about 40 minutes. Yeah, no, I will definitely complain about that with Dark Souls. Dark Souls needs to explain its mechanics. It's why one of the things I'll definitely do with Dark Souls, if there's a newbie playing it, I'll explain scaling, because the game never explains it, and scaling is important. Yeah, I need to... Like, we talk about muscle memory, and it's like, there are shields in Bloodborne. Shields aren't great in Bloodborne, so you'll have a gun in your left hand. Muscle memory you build up in Dark Souls is going to be a problem, because you'll try to raise your shield and shoot something instead. Yeah, grinding now, taking the way we ended last time, 3 hours or so, maybe. Thankfully, though, it wasn't grinding for levels. It's not a nebulous idea of, hey, maybe now we're strong enough. It's a specific thought of, we need to fill these mantras up to gain new skills. And then the skills will be the clincher. Yeah, we went on for like 5 hours last time. 5.5 hours. Yeah, we've got those skills now. Yeah, Bane loves it when I say nebulous. Yeah, now we're pretty much all set up, and we're just climbing back to the top to go to the fight. I could do a little more grinding to give Gale Samarikan. No, the problem with the boss was we had the plan, and Chansom's tip just made everything click in my head. I was trying to take the orbs out one by one. It was like, no, take them out together. And then everything clicked in my head. The problem was, to hit everything all at once, I didn't have the skills to do it as strong as I wanted it. So we were grinding for the skills to do it as strong as we can. And now we're ready with that. It's like, okay, well, I put it in Final Fantasy terms because everybody knows Final Fantasy. We had Faraga, but to cast Faraga on everything would cost 2 turns, which was a problem. That wasn't always something we had. So what I've done is been grinding so that a single character can do Faraga on their own, on everything. Will you come into my stream and lie to my face? But that's basically the entire intention. I never went through that. Where does that go? Yeah, that's basically the intent. You've got everybody set up with a different element, and the plan should work now. Hey, credit ruined for your opinion of Final Fantasy VI here. Some people don't like it, it's fine. I'm not particularly fond of Final Fantasy IV. Some people would call that heresy. Ninja calls it heresy. It's like, some people don't like certain stuff. Some people don't like 7. Some people don't like 9. It's fine. Got your opinion. If you just turn around and say it's crap without explaining your reasons, then you're kind of a dick. But it doesn't ruin your cred. That'd be the thing, like, justify your opinion. That's all I say. I justify my opinion on Code Veronica. Don't you walk in here and tell me that I don't. I don't want to fight this thing. But it's like, okay, you want to turn around and say a game like that is like, you don't like it. Fair enough. You don't necessarily have to explain yourself, but if you're going to turn around and say it's crap without giving any kind of reasoning for that, then you're kind of a dick and probably something of an idiot. That's fair enough. You don't have to. You don't have to. We'll all hate good stuff at some point. Not everything we'll like is good. Not everything we'll hate is bad. Some people like Borderlands. I honestly can't understand why, but I'm not going to turn around and tell you it's crap. I am on record as saying that I think Borderlands is probably the most overrated game in the last generation, though. Yeah, no, fuck Randy Pitchford. I've heard mixed things about 2 and 3, and the pre-sequel. Some people were not so much into 2, some people consider it better. I just have to try it. I have Tales from the Borderlands. I've never intentionally bought Tales from the Borderlands. I have it 3 times. It's been given to me for free on 3 separate platforms. Yeah, I got it free with Gold, I got it free on PlayStation Plus, I got it free on PC at some point. I've only finished 2 Telltale games. I finished the first season of The Walking Dead. I had to push myself into finishing that. And I have finished the first season of Batman. What's the thing, like, I think I sat down and did the first season of The Walking Dead in 2 sessions. I did the first 3 episodes, and then stopped and put it down, and it was months before I went back, and I had to push myself to go back to it, because I just didn't really care. Batman, I sat down and did in 1 sitting. Part of that was the time. I had the time. I can definitely understand that. The problem isn't even that your choices don't matter. The problem is that they say your choices matter, and then they don't. It's like the same issue Mass Effect had. Your choices matter, and then they actually didn't. And like, let me work this into an on-topic comparison. Persona 3, 4, and 5. The point is always that you define your character's choices and relationships. Those choices never change the course of the game, and they're never really intended to. Yeah, Persona. Like, your choices are never intended to change the way the game works. You could argue your choices are kind of ignored a little much in the main story. Like, it'd be nice if the story at some point could maybe acknowledge who I've romanced. Which I think Persona 5 did better. Oh, that sounds like bullshit. Persona 5 did better with that. It integrated romance, the romance options, into several different events throughout the story, which was nice. because it was definitely a problem I had with 4. Ugh. Gotta hate when they do that. That's a wall. Awesome. We might do some Telltale games at some point. I want to do the second season of Batman, because I enjoyed the first season. And the way they handled the story really made me think this would probably be like the best way to do a Superman game, because it depends entirely on the writing and would be a nice way of balancing Clark Kent and Superman. Yeah, I've not gotten around to it yet. There is the... I think it is a good point. But there is the alternative point that you really have to take into consideration. A lot of writers clearly don't know how to write Superman. Like, you'll hear things about how Superman is too overpowered and he's basically impossible to write for. I will direct you to All-Star Superman, which is a comic where Superman was made more powerful than ever, and it's one of the best Superman comics. And the big point is, it's not that Superman's too powerful or anything, it's that writers are just shit. Like, I think the big point of the way the Telltale Batman game worked out is the balance of Bruce Wayne and Batman is something that they'd never be able to pull off well in a video game otherwise. And let's be fair, it was basically a choose-your-own-adventure book. Might as well. That's what it might as well have been. And that's the thing, the problem, and the reason All-Star Superman is great is because it's not about his power. It's about who Superman is as a character. Yeah, they basically are. Alright, last room. It's like they get too caught up in the idea that Superman has to be this all-powerful character without realising there's a character underneath that. And I think that's the big problem with a lot of Superman media. I'm not saying a Superman game, I'm just talking Superman story. It's like I've said that the Spider-Man PS4 game is one of the best Spider-Man stories. Like, particularly outside of comic books, the Spider-Man PS4 game is one of the best Spider-Man stories outside of comics. And it makes a very big effort to do both Peter Parker and his relationships, and also how being Spider-Man affects that. Because it's an integral part of the character. We're at the top now, Ninja. This elevator takes us as close to the top as we're getting. Heal up. And we go. We don't need to heal. We're going to head to the save point in the next room. We're going to save there instead. After we set the skills. And then we're going to go do this. Okay, Agidine isn't what I'm after. What am I after for you? Zeodine. Azeodine. Basically is. Okay, what do I want? Elec. I want repel magic. This one sounds too good to be true, but we'll see how it goes. Like, I want the heal skills. Is the last word one enemy? Is one enemy. Like, if I had the money for it, we would be... If I had the money, I could grind for the money. I don't want it. We've been grinding long enough. But I would go for that last magic one. Megidolan, I'd go in there with that. Revive, that's what I'm after. I knew I was forgetting something. Samarika. Okay, Argilla, what do you have? Pterodine and Materodine. Rama. Samarika. You get Earth Amp. Did I put Elec Amp or Elec Boost on Surf Amp? Alright. Like Amp. See, if we were going to throw a lot more time into the grinding, the really ideal way would be we get these resists. The resists come with the highest level of elemental magic. So we look at Argilla. Argilla is weak to force, so we get her force resist. That negates her weakness. Which means hit with force doesn't give the enemy an extra turn. But we're not going with that. Not now. Beyond that, the way we've set up anyway, it might be pointless. Because we've got magic repel for a reason. gonna put Bufu down here. You can get Agi down there. Then we have room for one more skill. What should it be? Don't have mecha-chrono. If I knew if we could stack Earth Boost and Earth Amp, if I knew that would work, we'd throw that on. Okay. Put counter on then. And then Gale has learned Agi. So Agi Dine. We've used Sandine instead. You get Bufu down. Yeah, there's only 5 skills. There's only 5 elements. Alright. Okay. Fire Amp is already there. Need the heals. Armor. Idiorama. We haven't got Summer Recon yet. No. I don't know what it is, I'm just never into buff or debuff skills. And at this point they'll cost a turn. Alright. Let's go do this. Save the game and rock and roll. Where is Gale on? Nah, he's not even got anywhere with it. Alright. Let's rock! Should we watch the cutscenes again? What do you think? What do you guys think? I still can't believe she went up there with Rakshasa of all demons. If we don't do it this time. Next time we skip. Yeah, let's build up to the ending properly. Oh, Crack's live. Who's Crack playing? Crack's playing Resident Evil 2 remake?
The shell has
That's
finally
unusual for him not to be playing an RPG.
You caused me quite a bit of trouble.
It's interesting just how simple the character models are, but how expressive they are still.
I do not like wasting time. Do you really think I'd agree to that? Knowing what I plan to do through
It's like I
you?
said in Skies of Arcadia Legends,
No.
despite the fact that the facial expressions were all just separate pictures plastered onto the face models, they were always perfect at conveying whatever they needed to do. This is a little bit above that,
But you are the only
but he's
human
still
inside
very
the
good at demonstrating
It took 5
the
years
emotion.
to perfect the virus, but you can already use it with ease.
It's fantastic. This.
However, I do not like wasting time. This wasn't easy to find. You care that much?
You see, I say it, I think specifically of Dante, the opening of Devil May Cry.
Seraphita.
It's like, this game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. Let's rock! I think that's how it goes. It's a cool opening. I'm gonna say, like, kind of disappointed that Capcom didn't bring the explicit violence and gore warnings back for the Resident Evil remakes. I think Remake had it, but RE2 Remake and RE3 Remake definitely didn't. This game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. That's fair enough. Devil May Cry has a difficulty to it, particularly to begin with. Devil May Cry 4 is where it started to get more accessible, I feel. But Devil May Cry 4 isn't a place I think you should really start. Which is kind of awkward, actually, because Nero's probably a good starting point. But story-wise, it's not a good place to start. Didn't it? I know it had that, but didn't have, like, an explicit violence and gore warning before that? Because I know games that came after it did. Devil May Cry 3 still had it. Onimusha 1, 2, and 3 still had it. Oh, if that's how you feel, Clem, we'll jump into Devil May Cry 2 after we finish this. Yeah, it's cool, Ninja. You don't have to do that.
Please, don't delete them. Sarah.
Is that Angel?
So, here's the interesting thing to consider.
I intended on bringing
Gale is apparently separate from us, according to Varin, and Gale is the only one who had the vision of Angel.
So why don't you be good little children and leave?
We've had enough of your damn orders.
Explicit violence and bullshit.
So get your snobby bitch ass out of the way.
Snobby bitch ass.
Stop them.
Stay back.
In fact, I've completed Devil May Cry 2 3 times. I was gonna do it 4 because the third time I completed it was Dante hard mode, specifically to unlock Trish, so that going through Lucia's game wouldn't be as irritating.
That we could.
Because the big difference between Dante and Lucia, in my opinion, is Dante has guns, Lucia has knives. And there are specific bosses that require just gunfire.
Don't. You can't.
There's one in particular that is almost entirely gunfire that you use to take it out.
Please stay back.
The three-headed one.
Stay where you are, sir.
And doing that with Lucia is so tedious. It's tedious with Dante, but Lucia fires so much slower. I'd have to check that. And no, I don't really care.
I beg you.
Might have been on GameCube though. I say it'd be weird if it doesn't, because it was definitely in games after that. GameCube, the remake was 2002. Devil May Cry 3 had it, and so did Onimusha 3.
Epitomizes karma in its simplest form.
Fuck, Resident Evil 4 had it.
That should
The original
count.
GameCube version of RE4 definitely had it. I don't know if it was taken out of later versions though. I feel like it was.
And beliefs are utterly worthless. At last we shall see the maturation of the seed I have sown in you.
So, fun fact, the trailer for Nocturne Remaster revealed that they're adding voice acting to it. And I hope the voice acting is as good as this game. Yeah, it had it. It was like a weirdly coloured sky with clouds, like dark clouds with sunlight behind them. The only reason I actually know is because when I did a Let's Play of RE4 last year, I did the GameCube version, because I'd never seen it before. I'd never done GameCube RE4 before. Add Dark Cloud to the list. Do this. You are Dark Cloud's list. That is actually a point to go into while we go through this fight again. With the announcement of Nocturne Remaster coming spring 2020, I want to go through the other Shin Megami Tensei games on PS2 before then. Like, specifically, I want to do the ones that I haven't done before. And what that's going to mean is, in September, we'll be coming back with Digital Devil Saga 2, which, as I've said previously, I haven't done. Sometime after that, we're going to do the 2 Devil Summoner games, which I've done like an hour of the first one. We'll do those on stream. And personally, I'm going to try and go through Soul Hackers again. I've tried to do that a couple of times, and it just hasn't grabbed me. But like, in preparation for Nocturne next year and SNT5, which will be streaming both of them. Like, that's got me hyped. I gave everybody Meteor Armor, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. She has Hunger Wave in this form? Yeah, get ready for a bunch of SMT. Like, we've got the August Marathon coming up. We come back after that. Digital Devil Saga 2. And that time, it's personal. Okay. There we go. Counter is actually having an effect. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a Dekaja Stone. I don't remember if she buffed herself. No, she didn't. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, well. But yeah, get ready for more Shin Megami Tensei as we go forward. We also need to finish Persona 3 anyway. So, like, over the course of the next few months, Persona 3, Digital Devil Saga 2, and then, depending on how long DDS 2 takes, December or January, Devil Summoner, Raido Kuzunoa versus the Soulless Army. Fun fact, the Devil Summoner games on PS2 aren't RPGs, they're action RPGs. Is it really fair that a counter can fail? But yeah, the Devil Summoner games, which in particular, you may know Lucifer's Call or Nocturne, or the featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series meme. The HD remaster, which like I appreciate that they showed it off in the trailer, will not be having Dante. It's gonna be the special version that came out exclusively in Japan that was bundled with the special edition of Devil Summoner 2, which replaces Dante with Raido Kuzunoa. And so while everybody knows who Dante is, chances are you don't know who Raido Kuzunoa is, so we're gonna do the Raido Kuzunoa games. Partly because I haven't done them before. Here we go. It's the final battle. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Raido Kuzunoa is a Devil Summoner. He, like, Dante fit fairly well. Raido Kuzunoa fits better. So, the two Devil Summoner games on PS2 take place, I think, like 1912 in Japan, and you are a member of a detective agency in Tokyo. Alright, let's see if the plans and the preparation were worth it. Zio, hit anything with Zio. What do we have? Zio, that's Miraji, Terra. Take care of Earth. There was a better idea here, and it would have been to take care of probably fire. Meh. And then do... Zio... Earth. Let me write this down so I don't forget. Surf has Elec. Jilla has Earth. Gale has fire. Specifically so I can make plans around that. Alright. And so this turn takes it. Also probably should have cast Magic Repel. See how this goes. Like specifically for the first turn, should have cast Magic Repel. Was the entire reason we had it. Okay, hit fire. I'm just screwing this up, honestly. And then just do a Mirachi Dine. And she can only bring one of those back, which means we can hit the next one with a Ma. And he gets the ball rolling. She brought fire back, which means Surf can immediately do my Zeodine. Again, probably should have done Magic Repel. Damn. Surf got hit. This is a problem because Curse hits you with damage you've done. So cast fucking Magic Repel, god damn it. My entire plan works if I do it right. Okay, Mediorama. And then get rid of Curse. So I actually start doing it right. We'll see how this goes. Final Fantasy has a rule where magic can't be reflected twice. It does this. You know, that took care of business. I appreciate that, it was good. Aim for Zeo. I wonder if Hunger Wave is magic based as well. Seriously. Okay, so shield, repel to repel equals repel to shield. Alright, it's good to know. Okay. Fire. Hit this with fire. Make the... Oh no, that's one gone. Didn't quite mean for that. Maybe I should have done a heal. Might be screwing this up. I might be an idiot now. But Magic Repel is working and it's a fantastic idea. The biggest concern is it costs 30 MP per. take care of Earth. She re-summons it. No, that's the point. You need to hit 2 in 1 turn. Alright. And then we hit all the others with the one that's missing. Yeah, no, I'm being kind of an idiot right now. Please tell me this counts as magic. It does not. So this is going to be luck-based. Like, we've got the tools, I need to think this through. Okay, get rid of that. I just need to think a little more. A little more than not at all. Part of the issue was Magic Repel's also kind of holding me back a little. I need to take the plunge with the risk of not using Magic Repel when everything is in place. And at this point, we can just do stuff like throw out some Maz. Do we need to worry about MP? No. Keep throwing the damage out. We'll be using a Soma in a couple of minutes anyway. But now we're in position. And the only problem we're going to have is if she does Hunger Wave, it hits all 3 characters. And then we have a problem, and at that point we're in luck mode. So now the question is going to be, will it hit? No, it's not, no. Because we still have the Maz. And she's pulled out Earth. Who had Earth? But then the reason I have each character with 2 elements rather than 1. Earth Repel. Argilla has Earth out, so what does Argilla do for this turn if she doesn't have Hunger? She throws her other element at the boss. That's electricity. That makes Surf not all that useful this turn, but we can throw Surf's other element at the boss. Also, having the physical repel gone means counter's actually going to be worth a damn. So instead of doing a Maziodyne, just throw Zandyne at the box. And then a Materadyne. The fucking orbs dodge. See, this is the entire point of having the mass skills on one character, though. It's the point of having the mass skills on all the characters, every character having their own individual mass skill, and having each one have a different one. It's like, oh no, Earth and electricity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Force here. I'm going to throw Earth here. I should have thrown electricity, I have Elekam. Everything's gone. This is my playing court now. I'm in charge. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. And the good thing here is we can actually take a turn to heal our Jilla. In fact, we don't even need to. Fuck. It's like, okay, do that. Have our Jilla use Discurse on herself after she does Meteorama, because Curse deals damage to you that you've dealt to the enemy. Meteorama doesn't deal damage, so Curse doesn't make that a problem. And then next turn, our Jilla uses Discurse on herself, and we just stay on the offensive. Maybe make a twist and make Gale our support character, because Gale seems to be missing a lot, and I'm not fond of that. Which means you threw out Force, throw this down. Okay, you just fucking missed her. It's the big risk you run with a mass skill. Doesn't matter how many enemies it hits, if it misses one, then it counts as a miss. The enemies it hits still take the damage, but you lose the turn. Alright. Yeah, it's 2 characters. Alright. Throw down a Soma. Everybody's back to 100%. I should have used a Soma instead of Meteorama. That was a wasted turn. Yeah, you didn't miss that one, did you? That would have saved us the problem of having to worry about what Gale's gonna do. Oh, that's a bad thing. Note to self, never use counter again. It ain't worth it. That's Earth. You shouldn't be allowed to use Hunger Wave when somebody's already hungered. Right. That's not good. Counter is more of a problem than it's worth. That's not good. Counter. Because we're ended up with stuff like, we're countering the physical repel. So, we're getting hit by it and then countering it and being hit with our own attack. And it's like, oh no, Gale turned against the party. And hits Argilla, and then Argilla just hits him back. It doubles my problems. Double the pleasure, double the fun. That's the fresh taste of Wrigley's Double Mint Gum. Fuck. There's your trick, being hit with everybody. Having everybody hit with hunger. It's crippling. Yep, surf's down. Agility takes another couple of hits. Don't counter it. And so now, while we're desperately trying to pull ourselves back together, everything's coming back. If Argilla can survive this turn, then we'll be okay. Argilla is not surviving this turn. Yep. Nice, 60. Because with one character on the field, I can't heal and revive. So if I can just have the next turn pop up, I can do something, we can push this back. This is your problem with Hunger Wave hitting all three characters. Shit. Well, focus on Gale. Okay. Samarikon. Meteorama. And we'll try and claw this back. I imagine with all 7 enemies there, though, this is going to be an instant kill. It only takes 3 turns. Interesting. I don't remember that. Don't counter it. Sometimes the game will just fuck you. Alright, so we make a priority of knowing that the combination attack only happens with 3. The boss and then 2 cores. We try and keep that down. Might be able to work something, but the problem is when she hits us with Hunger Wave and it hits all 3 characters.
Rend.
We can do this. We're not at 2 hours. We're not even at 2 hours yet. We're going to keep going with this until we do it. First things first, take counter off. For fuck's sake, that was not worth it. I feel like there's already a quote along those lines. The other amp, of course. Make it so both skills we have do as much damage, have the boost. Got the touch, you got the power. But no, using amps is actually a better idea than counter. Counter was a nice idea until the second part. It's a good line. I just think we might already have it. Or something along those lines. It's good to write in quotes again, though. Yeah, you can't have enough. I'll keep it. As long as it's not exactly the same, keep it. At least the cutscenes are skippable. Thank God for that.
Stop!
Yeah, we'll do it better this time. We'll do it live! Yeah, throwing 2 amp skills on is a good idea. Because that means we're not sacrificing power for the sake of doing the other skill. Is the game volume coming through alright for you guys? Too quiet? Too loud? That's 2 turns, cycle into the next phase. That's good. I'm good with that. It's good? Alright, awesome. This game has some good music and you guys need to appreciate it. And it's like, you can't appreciate it if you can't hear it. That's good. Interesting thing with the announcement of Nocturne Remastered, I've been seeing a bunch of suggestions that the soundtrack in the original game was compressed and that now we might get uncompressed music. And it's like, Nocturne's soundtrack is so good. Like, the standard battle theme for Nocturne has been my ringtone more than once. And let me check if it is currently my ringtone. No, my current ringtone is Persona 5's battle theme. Yeah. Yeah, Nocturne's main battle theme, like the normal battle theme, has been my ringtone more than once. It's a good theme. Yeah, I need to pay attention to see if she does any buffs. Poison! Girl, I must warn you. Poison! I haven't started attacking it yet. I feel like you could go through the Addams Family and maybe find that somewhere as a line. Pretty sure it was outright stated at one point that the Addams Family movie has the bit where Fester's unpacking and Morticia's helping him unpack, and he doesn't want her to see what she's got in there. And she keeps pulling out like various things meant to kill them. As like, I think the last thing she pulls out is cyanide. It's like, cyanide? Esther. As if we'd run out. Oh, you remember old YouTube? Like, really old YouTube? Remember YouTube in like 2006? Ah, fuck. I didn't notice that. Actually kind of a problem. At least you don't lose a turn for a character that's been petrified. Buck 'em, cook 'em. Now! Yeah, like, remember when we used to watch stuff, like, I think at best was like 360p? God damn it, again? I'm not made of disc stones. It's one of those things, like, you go back to it, it's like, we used to watch this all the time, we thought it looked great. And now it's like, ugh. Okay, finish it. Next phase. Finally. Like, the next phase will do some damage in physical attacks, but she won't do status stuff. Yeah, 380p really doesn't seem the same anymore. You go back to your old favourites, back when you used to do stuff like when you'd actually make favourites on YouTube. Like... It was the best looking thing. God, those old AMVs that had people who used like Sony Vegas back in the day and were way overdone with effects, and everyone was like, oh, this is amazing. A simpler time. It really was bedroom TV. Ah shit, I don't want that to end yet. I need to heal Gale. At least I know to use Magic Repel from the start this time. At least I remember it. In my head. Put your posture in, we're gonna fight. I was once a YouTuber, the same as your father. He was the best Let's Player in the galaxy. He was a good friend. Okay, do a heal, and then probably have Gale heal himself again. He was a cunning vlogger. Good friend. Ha! Fuck you. I don't remember stuff like that. I remember old stuff that I used to frequent. Like, there was a series that I was pretty into, Resident Evil 4 Days of Our Lives, which I thought was pretty fun. And that's slow. They never finished that game. It slowly, like, died. You could arguably call it maybe a precursor to the abridged fad. It was a similar idea, but done with video game, done with Resident Evil 4. And it predates Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series. Okay, repel. Okay, earth, electric, fire. Fire. Electric. Playing. The donut gummy ship. Ugh. See, I'm thinking of that one awkward zombie comic about Kingdom Hearts where the gummy ship was just made of guns. And Donald's really angry about it. Okay, we take out Earth. Really? At least this counts as magic. Okay, we take out Earth. Okay, now throw a heal down. And next turn it begins. All of it. And we can keep using magic repel. Huh. They brought the gummy ship sections back in Kingdom Hearts 3. Hmm. Okay. Keep doing that. Make sure we take all of them down to a point where we can hit them in one turn. Okay, that's good. And then hit water. And that just leaves force. Two is a problem. And come on, I need surf. God damn it! We have to step this up now. Fucking hunger wave. And we can't just hit everything. Fuck off. But now they get all 6 turns. Like, if I needed Sarah to go for Surf over Gale, because Surf has magic repel. Okay, so let's take a turn to recover. Hunger Wave. The fact that there's no way to deal with it. Well, you want to cast Blood Curse. It's great the Blood Curse will be repelled with Magic Repel. Hunger Wave, nope. Earth. Like dominoes. You missed one. I feel like all of a sudden we've started missing a lot more than we used to, and it's bothering me. Maybe it's just because we're using the mass spells now. Maybe that's it, maybe that's the trade-off. Nope. It's not it at all. We're just missing more than we used to for some reason. Okay, so it's not 2 element cores that she needs, it's 3. And that does reincarnate. Seriously, I don't know why we're missing so much now, and it's bothering me that we are. Electricity. Right, we're playing this smart, going with the ones we can do more with. Okay. Okay, we have thoughts, we have thoughts. Nice. Alright. Can work with ice. Okay. It missed the physical again. What the fuck? Physical's ready to go down. Another hit and it's gone. That's twice we've missed it. Unfucking believable. Magic Repel. Put Gale on a Soma. Okay, and have Gale take care of a Soma, which also takes care of healing. How are you guys doing? If we can keep it going like this, it doesn't matter that she keeps calling new ones out, because we can still keep doing damage to the boss. And then do another Matseradine. Missed the boss. How do you miss something that big? Right, there's Earth. Okay. Keep Magic Repel up. Keep the guard up, make use of that. This is ready to go down. Main focus at the minute, get Curse off Gale. I don't want to do a mass spell with Gale cursed. I don't know if it'll do the cumulative damage back. Fire. Magic Repel. Heal. I throw a Bufu Dine at fire. Okay, ideally she'll do Blood Curse now. Not ideal. Take the risk. Fucking what? We're missing too often. There has to be something going on here. If we get Sukukaja cast on us, anything we can do to deal with that? No, because it hasn't happened this much before. That's the thing. Either my luck has suddenly gone right down, in which case we might as well call this now. I don't have anything for it. I don't remember if the previous form cast Sukukaja on us. Sukaja? Sukunda. And if it did, it might have carried over. We're missing way too often here. Again. Like, we should have taken care of all of this by now. The Super Boss is known to be one of the hardest bosses in JRPGs. There's a reason I'm not doing it. Part of that reason is you can only do it on New Game Plus. Fucking hit it. The problem here hasn't even been difficulty. We've figured out how to do this, and we should be able to win. The problem is, it's pulling some shit. Like, the only way we lost last time was because it pulled some shit. Oh, bring back Earth. Bring back Ice. Nope, it's Earth. Pretty much, yeah. And on top of that, the fact that we just keep missing. We've been missing way too often. The only reason we're still going is because we've got Magic Repel. Bring back Ice, don't do fire. Alright. Alright, Magic Repel. Back in a better space. Physical's back. Alright. Won't. Okay. 5 months, Ninja. Magic Repel was definitely worth going out of my way for. It was worth the 700,000. Kind of surprised it was only February. They've been following me for longer than that, honestly. Alright. Hits it. And then Miraji Dime will take out all of them. Nice. I think the boss missed, though. We can keep this going and we don't get hit with hunger. We should be okay. But it's going to keep casting Hunger Wave. Alright. And might as well just do Agi Dime rather than Maraji Dime. I hope there's not more to this because the Hunger Wave part of this is enough to justify it as a final boss. That's physical. So using Magic Repel would have been a waste anyway. But then the one she summons can't take a turn when she summons it. It has to wait till the next turn. Okay, my Zeodyne. Give Chakra Pot to Surf. And then you do Miragidan. Good. Shit ton of guns named at me. Got the arms for it. That's the twist. Gun was the final boss all along. It's taking revenge on me not using it enough. Okay, that's 3 turns of Hunger Wave where it's only affected one person. This is lucky. Still not seeing red numbers though. Just a big gun. That Earth? That is Earth. Alright. Well, at least that wasn't Hunger Wave. We got this. Okay. My Zeodyne. Mediorama because you can't do your mass spell. Miragidan. Awesome. Also keep it under 3 cores and she can't do reincarnate. It's a good thing that I haven't been using any of those MP restoration items. Okay, so she pulled out anti-electricity, so Surf can take care of this. And my Pterodyne. God damn it. I knew things had been going too well. We hadn't missed in a while. Just anti-physical means really nothing. Okay, come on. Fucking come on! We're gonna get anywhere if they keep missing. Right, it's the one that I just got rid of. Don't. Right. Doesn't matter that it missed. Gale wasn't having a turn anyway. Anti-electricity again. I'm not happy with Vanity. Oh, and now Gale's poisoned. on Panacea. So that's 2 wasted turns. Here's me. Okay, now she's cured. Okay, throw out this poison. Work this. And I need one of those cores gone. Vanity has long been a problem of, oh, it has a chance of hitting your characters with a random status effect. It's like, oh great, so I have a chance of being completely fucked. There's nothing we can do about sleep. Hey Azrael. How you doing, buddy? On. Awesome. Wake up. Try and at least keep this guy on his back. Keep it on the defensive. Surf's awake, Argilla risen. Oh, Surf wakes up and is immediately cursed. 10 out of 10. Need to rework what we've got for the minute, which means Surf can deal with Curse for a minute. Angela's still asleep. Throughout the Miraji dying. Angela's finally awake. You've missed the worst of it, honestly, Azrael. It was going worse earlier. Yeah, it just kept missing. Watch us miss again. Awesome. I think if we can do 2 Maz per turn, we can keep them on 0. We can keep it from having anything. Pretty much. See, here's the fun thing though. If we don't take out those cores, she'll summon 6 of them. They each get a turn. It's a 7-turn fight. That's fun. Big disc hurt. Okay. What I want is to have Surf going back to using Magic Repel. Because that'll stop stuff like this. The big issue is with Argilla asleep, that means we can't take out this in 1 turn. Still got the white numbers, need the red. It's a force core. Thankfully this will be repelled. And Argilla woke up. Seriously, Magic Repel really was worth the money. Okay, so Force missed. Fire Repel. Yeah, Vanity is definitely one of the it's one of the least favourite moves I've ever seen in this series. And, like, the fact that I say series should really mean something. Yeah, just hit the boss. Or miss the boss. Do whatever you want, I guess. Electricity, that's fine. Surf is currently on repel duty. Like, the way we've got it set up now with Magic Repel, there are 3 things she can do that'll hit us. Hunger Wave, Physical Attack, and summoning the Physical Repel Shield, which will also do physical attacks. On hit everything. Awesome. Red numbers. She's showing red numbers. That's ice. You can do that. Vanity, come on, be magic based. It isn't. Fuck. Lucky that it didn't count. But red numbers, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. Awesome. It looked like... Yes. It looks like we are dropping a few frames. Thanks, Twitch. My moment of almost triumph. It looks like it was all... No, it's happening intermittently. This is wonderful, because I don't want to do this without you guys here. Okay, what do we got? Let me drop Discord. Yeah, it's really disappointing, especially now right at the end, as we might be about to win. It may just be the case we have to give it a minute. It usually stabilizes, the question is how long that'll take. Final boss, Asriel. This is round 5, I think. 5th shot. Okay, it's looking fine. We've not dropped any frames for a minute. That's fair enough. You want to do this yourself? It's understandable. I appreciate you popping in though and throwing your support. Thanks for that, Asriel. We're not going to be doing Digital Devil Saga 2 until September. I will do DDS 2, but I'll be September. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, we've not dropped any frames in a while. If you seem a little behind, pause and unpause your stream. Oh, so what, Asriel? Yeah, it looks fine now. Oh, we're having an August marathon of something. At the minute, it looks like it's going to be Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic Marathon through August. And then when we're done with that, we come back in September, we'll do DDS 2. If you haven't voted, the poll is on... There we go. It's on a vote. So like, if you want to throw your vote down and maybe try and influence that, go ahead, you don't have to. Let's take a turn here to recover. But you'll also get an idea of where the current standings are. You already did. Awesome. Thank you. I'll lose track of who's voted and who hasn't. Yeah, it's looking like Sonic's gonna win. So we'll be doing Sonic throughout August, and then... Oh, it came up on its own. Sonic through August, and then in September, when we're back to doing whatever I want to do, we'll do DDS2, which I haven't done before. So that'll be fun. Come on, hit this. And Mirage-Dine, take it all out. Huh. There might be a cooldown on the user, I'm not sure. I don't think I set anything up like that. But just try it again, Ninja. Alright. Okay, hit this. Then Mirage-Dine should take it all out. There we go. You'll have no surprise left. There's a bunch of quotes that definitely haven't come up in a considerable amount of time. I've said it before, but the bot seems to favour specific quotes at certain times. Jansen! How you doing, buddy? You know, Wii U to play Wind Waker HD because Nintendo were dicks and didn't make the Switch backwards compatible. They probably could have done. I've had to rework some stuff, but they reworked Wii games. Wii games that supported the classic controller could be played, if you bought them off the Wii U eShop, could be played with the gamepad. Just in time for us to maybe win. We're on red numbers, Chansum. Just in time for us to win. Fucking yeah! Yeah!
Impossible.
Do the impossible. See the invisible. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
Does this look like the face of a man who cares?
No. Everything will disappear. Nothing can stop it.
Maybe you shouldn't have had that kind of thing in your hand.
The gate! Run to the gate!
Everybody run into the beam of light. It might not kill us.
You too!
It looks weird without green hair.
No! Surface still!
Physics? What?
Sir!
Come on, bro! Damn it! He won't make it!
Come on, Heat. Does this look like the face of a man who came all this way just to die? It's yellow, you can fly. Maybe do something about this.
I'll find you.
Better than Final Fantasy VIII. I'll be waiting here. Why? So you'll know where to look for me. I didn't want to spoil the ending was a cliffhanger. Digital Devil Saga is intended as a duology. The idea is you do one, you do the second. You could possibly argue maybe it's one game for the price of two. I've seen that term thrown around. Never did find the significance of the cat. Fuck yeah, I did. Oof. I was watching the direct when it happened. It was like, okay, Cadence Viral DLC. I don't play it, but for people who are into it, cool. A multiplayer third-person shooter that doesn't look interesting. I don't know who that's supposed to interest. WWE 2K Battlegrounds. I didn't need to see WWE superstars pretending to be hype. And then it's like, and now our last announcement. And they start playing Nocturne's opening theme. And I'm like, shit, is this really happening? And it really happened, and it was amazing. This game was bullshit. But god damn it, it was actually really good. Especially once the story started to hit. The story takes a little while to get going. Because for the most part we just try to deal with other things. Yeah, I'm hoping we'll get DDS collection. And possibly get the 3DS Shin Megami Tensei games on a modern system. And that way I can stream SMT4. This game was really good, Ninja. Like, it had its bullshit, but damn, I was committed to finishing this. It was good. Like, once the story really got rolling, because it starts off and it's like, we don't know what happened, why we're all demons and why we're eating each other. Let's try and find out. But then the tribe thing kind of gets stuck with that. But then after a while we start finally getting story that is outside of let's kill the other tribes. And it gets really good. It really is a shame. Gotta wait till next year, but hopefully it'll be like the best version. And like, it's really good that it's on Switch and PS4. It shouldn't just be relegated to one console. Hell, I'd argue SMT5 shouldn't. I have a Switch. I'm getting SMT5. I'm gonna pre-order it. It's been one of the like I've said for a while, there are 3 Switch games I've been looking forward to for ages. Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4, Shin Megami Tensei 5. I've been after Shin Megami Tensei 5 for a long time. especially because it's finally the return of mainline SMT to console. It's not like Strange Journey was bad or SMT4. SMT4 is fantastic. But the scale. Like, Strange Journey and SMT4 can't match the atmosphere of Nocturne. Mainline SMT, yes. Though it's worth noting, Devil Summoner. Only one Devil Summoner game was ever on Nintendo, and that is the port of Soul Hackers. But aside from that, SMT 1, 2, If, the Majin Tensei games, the Last Bible series, Devil Survivor. Yeah, pretty much. Although there was also Imagine, which was weirdly an Xbox exclusive. Want to make a point as well. We're doing more SMT games before Nocturne comes out. Everyone forgets about Imagine. There's a reason for that. Welcome to Nirvana. Free Nirvana's the junkyard's gone. Fuck yeah, save cycle. Who knows, maybe one day we'll go back and do New Game Plus. And the Demi Fiend, and boy, if you thought you saw swearing when we fought the final boss, you ain't seen anything. Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. Stay tuned for Digital Devil Saga 2, coming soon in September. Yeah, with the announcement of the Nocturne remaster, I decided, like, we were going to do Digital Devil Saga 2 after the August Marathon anyway. Yeah, the Demi Fiend fight. I decided we were going to do DDS 2 in September after the August Marathon anyway. I want to get the other PS2 SMT games done as well. I've done an hour of Devil Summoner, Raido Kuzuno versus Soulless Army, like about an hour-ish. And that's kind of it. I want to do those. It's a couple of reasons. One, I want to get them done, actually play them. And two, it's relevant because Raido is going to be in the remaster. They're taking the Maniacs Chronicle edition rather than just the Maniacs edition. Gives you something to look forward to. We're doing... The poll says we're doing Sonic over August. We're going to be doing Spider-Man. We're going to finish that up before August because we don't have long. We don't have long until August. But I think, we're going to make a point of all of the RPGs we do for a while of being Shin Megami Tensei. We do DDS2, we do 2 Devil Summoner games, which are more action RPG, admittedly. But like, we have no idea how long DDS2 will take. The American version has a different opening. It's not the first time I've seen that kind of thing, though. We're almost at time as well. Like, it's worked out really well. Magic Repel was definitely worth it. So in case anybody wants to know about the Demi-Fiend fight, basically the entire fight is designed so you're going to have everything. You go into that fight having learned everything. And you can only do it New Game Plus, and it's at the end of the game. Like an hour and a half. But it took us an hour to do the grinding we needed to do anyway.
Rend, slaughter,
Huh.
devour your enemies. There is no
So the video's still the same, but the music's different, is what you're saying.
warriors of purgatory.
Let me look this up. Thanks, Ninja. It was, the music just different. Okay. I was just reading an email I got. This is why I use AdBlock on my computer. Can't skip it. So the video's still the same, but the music's different.
There is no other way to survive. You cannot escape your hunger, warriors of purgatory.
It sounded more digital. Oh yeah, no, that's straight different. You know what, looking at that, it looks like the video's different as well. I appreciate you sticking around, Chansum. We're not going to do the Sonic RPG.
Slaughter, devour your enemies. There is no other way.
I'm heavily tempted to show, like switch it up and do the opening of Digital Devil Saga 2 as a little teaser, but I think that might be kind of cruel. The good news is we can carry over the save file. There is a benefit to taking on the Demi-Fiend. If you win, you get a bonus in the sequel. You get a ring in this for it, that gives you plus 10 to all stats. It's good. But I'm sure you get something in the sequel. Let me look into this. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. There's a reason I don't usually look at shit on my phone. Okay. Let me see this. The Amala ring. Yeah, you beat him and the Amala ring is unlocked. It's an accessory that can only be obtained in the sequel. Gives plus 10 to all stats. While the Demi-Fiend and his demons hit only around as hard as most endgame enemies, the frequency of him spamming Gaia Rage to instantly kill or cripple a majority of the party has made him an infamously difficult boss fight. Therefore, he is often presented as number 1 on multiple top 10 most difficult RPG boss lists.
Rend, slaughter, devour your enemies. There is no other way to survive. You cannot escape your hunger, warriors of purgatory.
But yeah. If you beat him, there's a big reward for it. Plus 10 to all your stats is substantial. Doesn't matter where in the game you are. Plus 10 to everything is substantial. Yeah. No, if you go into a stream, it's like if you're curious and you've never seen it, check it out on YouTube. I've never seen a fight with a Demi-Fiend under an hour. It's a long and difficult fight and relies heavily on preparation and luck. Yeah. If it didn't require another full playthrough, I'd be tempted to show it to people. Yeah. Let's take a quick look at New Cycle. New Game Plus. Yeah, it's in a weird place as well. Anahata, it said, which isn't the Karma Temple. Okay, we can't take a look at anything. Look how low our health and stuff was. Okay, so all of our standard equipment is low. It said we carried over our skills. Ooh. That. The New Game Plus bonuses you can get of plus Gald and XP are like the only way to play Xillia 2. So we should be given access to our skills partway through Harley's base. Through the Vanguards. This is going to be a case of, like, having access to all the skills is a nice idea. But we do not have the SP to use them. MP. I'm thinking specifically in relation to Persona 4. Or just Persona. It's like, hey, you can carry over your Persona Compendium. Cool, that means you can summon your late game Personas. And I think the fusion limit on the level limit of fusions is removed in New Game Plus. Cool. You don't have the money to summon them, and even if you work to save up, you're not going to have the SP to cast a lot of the stuff they have. Which is why if you're going to do that, you save up specifically for a physical based Persona. Yeah. So I want to see all the skills we've carried over. You think they'd have a thing of like, hey, is this a New Game Plus file? Remove the tutorials. Yeah. Already mastered something. Yeah, we beat it, Seek. We took on the final boss. In the end, it took us 5 tries. Here we go. 4 skill slots, but look at everything. So a lot of this is impractical. Like, we can't use Last Word, Megidola. We can't use a lot of this because the idea is that we have early game stuff, but we have stuff like all of this. Chakra Walk from the beginning. Yeah, 9 damage. Chakra Walk from the beginning. Resist stuff. Like, that's cool. All of that, awesome. Carrying that over. That makes New Game Plus worth it without making it super easy. Because carrying over your levels and stats would make it boring. It'd be boring if they carried over your stats and your levels. But carrying over all your skills and your mantra. Like, let's hit a save point. Probably makes endgame a little tricky. Oh, we don't have mantra access yet. That's way later, isn't it? Probably makes endgame way trickier because a bunch of the grinding we did was specifically for mantras, but it also let us push up our stats. Digital Devil Saga, ladies and gentlemen. Good game. Good game. I enjoyed this. It was great to go back through it, and I feel prepared to do DDS2. And once again, with the announcement of Lucifer's Call, we just call it Nocturne now because they're calling it Nocturne everywhere apparently. With the announcement of Nocturne HD, we'll be doing the HD version. We'll come back to Nocturne. My intention was always to go back to it, but we'll go back to it in the HD version. And when that comes out, that'll be a launch stream. I'm gonna get that day one. Play the shit out of it. Shin Megami Tensei 5 will be a launch stream. We're going to get that day one and play the shit out of that. DDS2 will be September, and at some point after that, we might do an RPG between DDS2 and Devil Summoner. Like maybe a Tales game, possibly Legend of Dragoon. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But we'll be doing the rest of the PS2 Shin Megami Tensei games before Nocturne comes out. Nocturne HD. I'm sorry if we have similar interests, Chansum. If we do a Tales game, it'll probably be either Symphonia Vesperia or Abyss. To be fair, Legend of Dragoon is largely my interest, and that is largely based on Bane's recommendation. Which we've been over before, actually. That's the main reason why I'm interested in it above other stuff for the PS1, like, say, Thousand Arms or Jade Cocoon. Yeah, Devil Summoner games before then as well. Yeah, I've never done Legend of Dragoon. A part of it is like we're still doing the backlog stuff that I haven't actually beaten before. The DDS2, Devil Summoner 2. I'm gonna see about trying Soul Hackers again in my personal time. I've tried to get into that a few times and I really haven't gone anywhere with it. Legend of Dragoon has some kind of timing-based combat though, I think. Bane would know more. He's the one that played it. I think there was some kind of direct input to the combat system of Dragoon. It might have been similar to the ring system from Lost Odyssey, which I do want to go back to. We started that, and I want to go back and do more of it. A big part, like the main reason I stopped was we started it with the camera, with the webcam, and I wasn't comfortable with the webcam. And I didn't want to just do the rest of the game without the webcam. I didn't want it to be start with webcam, end without the webcam. So I kind of just stopped it, but we've gotten back into using the webcam again, and it'll make the series sync up better, I guess. I mean, we've changed the layout mid-games anyway. DDS started without the webcam. We only started using the webcam during Star Wars month. Lost Odyssey is back on the table. That'll be interesting. I've actually wanted to do that for ages anyway. Each attack is timing based. So kind of like the ring system in Lost Odyssey. But Ninja, you're the Sith. Sure you don't. God, if they announce Nocturne is coming out in May, and Star Wars Month 2021 is cancelled, or postponed, we might do it a different month. I don't know. After August, though, with the Sonic Marathon, which is looking like, still no confirmation, but it's looking like Sonic. We're gonna take a break from marathons for a while, because like we had the Castlevania marathon in February. I think it went into March a little, and then we had the Star Wars month in May, and now in August, Sonic marathon. And it's like, I'm probably gonna hate Sonic by the end of it. I think the main thing is going to be, with the question of how many games we get through, how long Sonic Heroes takes. Because like, if we finish Sonic Heroes early enough, we'll do 06. It's like Adventure, Sonic's story can be done in a session and a half, maybe. And then everybody else is under a session. Sonic has 10 stages, Tails and Knuckles have 5, Amy has 3, Gamma has 3, and I think Big has 4. The issue with Sonic Heroes is you have to beat it 4 times. And that can be a session per playthrough. Unless I get sick of Rail Canyon and just say fuck it. That kind of thing is why I'm skipping Shadow. That and the fact that it is technically a spin-off. Yeah, Mega Drive Sonic, I'm expecting Sonic 1 and 2 to probably be one stream. Like, together. Sonic CD, probably a stream on its own. It's a little longer than 1 or 2. Sonic 3 Complete is probably an extended stream. I'm going to have to emulate that because Sega hasn't released in over 10 years now any official way to play it. Shadow has a couple of good points. Like, Shadow is a mess. Its story is stupid, its characterization is stupid. They replaced the voice actors with the 4Kids voice actors. That was when it happened. The fact that you have to beat it 10 times, get 10 endings, and then the last story unlocks and they're like, hey, none of those endings mattered. Here's the real ending. Also, none of the plot really mattered up to this point. The mission structure is pretty shit. The controls are worse. Like, you can argue Sonic Heroes probably controls as badly as it does because of the pretty late change to the renderware engine. Because Sony was like, hey Sega, you're putting Sonic Heroes on PS2 or you're not putting anything on PS2 again. And Sega couldn't really take that risk. So it's like, okay, Sonic Heroes has problems, that could be why. By the time of Shadow, they should have been more capable with that engine. They should have been more used to it, because it's built on Heroes. The models are taken straight out of Heroes. A lot of stuff's taken from Heroes. Shadow the Hedgehog plays worse. Controls worse for some reason. But it did get a few things right. The gunplay, as much as we'll ridicule the guns in Shadow, the gunplay works. It's probably the best way to attack anything in the game, because the homing attack's kind of shit. And it's the first Sonic game that finally mapped different things to different buttons. But yeah, like I do have a couple of ways to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. There's the Mega Collection I have on GameCube. The issue is, to unlock... You've got Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. To unlock Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you have to play Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles 20 times each. I don't know who decided that was a good idea, but it's not. You're a fucking idiot. I also have Sonic 3 and Knuckles on Xbox. Because Sega, as part of their Sega Vintage Collection, released Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles. And if you buy Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, it unlocks the ability to just play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The problem is, it looks terrible. Yeah, 20 times each. That's how you unlock Sonic and Knuckles. I don't think you have to beat it 20 times, just play it 20 times. But it's a waste of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to emulate Sonic 3 Complete. Which is a ROM hack of Sonic 3 and Knuckles that has a bunch of changes for the better anyway. Yeah, what we're going to do is Sonic 1 on the Sega Ages Collection on Switch. Sonic 2 on the Sega Ages Collection on Switch. Sonic CD will be on Xbox 360. We're playing the Xbox One. Via backwards compatibility, we'll play the 360 version. Sonic 3 Complete will be emulated. Sonic Adventure will be Dreamcast. Adventure 2 Battle will be GameCube. We could do the HD versions of both. I don't want to. They both have problems. So Adventure Dreamcast, the original version, Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube, rather than Adventure 2 for Dreamcast. Because there are reasons to play Adventure over Adventure DX. There's not really a reason to play Adventure 2 over Adventure 2 Battle. Heroes will be GameCube. If we do Mania, that'll be Switch. If we do 06, that'll be Xbox 360. It disappoints me that 06 isn't backwards compatible. Sonic the Fighters is backwards compatible on Xbox One. Sonic 06 isn't. Yeah, but I don't really want to do that. And that'd mean I'd have to play the PC version, and I've not got PC streaming down well, because I'm streaming from the computer that I'm playing on. Like, we tried that with Lord of Shadow back in the Castlevania Marathon. I don't mind 4x3. I don't have a problem with 4x3. You should never forget Sonic 06. You should carry Sonic 06 around with you in your heart. Remember that Sega thought it was a good idea to have a romance plot between Sonic and a human girl. We want to talk positive about Sonic 06 for a minute, though. I like Shadow. I like Shadow's characterization. Since they got his origin story and his amnesia out of the way in Shadow the Hedgehog, he turns up in Sonic 06 and he's none of what he is ridiculed to be. He's not whiny, he's not emo, he's not... He's a better character. And he's way more interesting. Honestly, the big thing that worries me about playing Sonic 06 is one particular section in Silver's story, where you have to use his psychic abilities to push a ball through an obstacle course with a limited number of pushes. That's the main thing I'm worried about. Everything else, we can deal with. Unless we get several people in who decide to vote for Metal Gear Solid at the last minute. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. In which case, I did think about Metal Gear Solid with the, because I mentioned last time the idea of doing every Metal Gear Solid game that we plan on a different system. And it's like, okay, MGS1 on PS1, MGS2 on PS2, MGS3 on Xbox One via backwards compatibility, MGS4 on PS3, Twin Snakes on GameCube, and then we run into Rising, and it's like, Rising would have to be done on PS3 or Xbox One via backwards compatibility. So how do we work that out? Because whenever we move MGS3 to, already has something else on it as well. Except, if we did the Vita version of MGS3, for no reason whatsoever, if we just did the Vita version. I gotta say, like, if you got a Vita, get the MGS HD collection. It's fucking great. I wonder if that's a glitch that's ever happened to anybody else, but it's entirely possible. There's that many glitches. How many times have you run through the floor in, was it Desert Ocean? When you're playing the Sonic carrying Princess Elise, and you have to use Sonic's barrier to run over the sand, how many times have you just gone through the floor? I feel like 06 is worth doing for this shit. And, like, there's also the case of, like, I've said before, stuff like Bubsy 3D, which Bane and Ninja regularly recommend, isn't worth it because you've seen everything you need to see within 10 minutes. The game doesn't get any better or worse than that. And that's the main reason I've been kind of against doing it. Sonic 06 starts bad, and Sonic 06 gets worse, and it's amazing to watch. If you've never seen Sonic 06, you're in for a treat. You don't. Lie to me. See through the lies of the Jedi. There's not really anything else we can do now. Can't switch to Jackbox. I don't want to switch to anything. Endless loading, yeah. If I really wanted to suffer, I'd do the PS3 version. Like, the PS3 version came out 6 months later, and is worse in every regard. It's amazing. Like, the original 360 version will sometimes run at 60. The frame rate's kind of all over the place. The frame rate in the PS3 version is capped at 30, and still won't hit that a lot of the time. No, it won't. The PS3 version is worse in a lot of ways. It looks worse, it plays worse, it runs worse, the load times are worse. The weirdest thing about Sonic 06 is how pricey it still is. I've never seen it go for like less than £10. It's like, it's not like £10 isn't particularly pricey, but I've seen better games newer than that go for less. Alright, let's see. See where the polls are at. currently we're still tied between Alice and Snatcher, and more people have voted for Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic is now 3 votes ahead of both Metal Gear Solid and Legacy of Kain, which are tied. Nobody voted for Broken Sword. You know what you could do, Ninja? You could get a bunch of your friends in. I will say though, like, it doesn't really matter so much which one wins. We will be doing stuff from the others at some point. Like, we're gonna do Bond games. I want to do Halo at some point, probably with Klim. Me and Klim will team up on Halo. If he's down for it. Legacy of Kain series will happen at some point. MGS will do it at some point. We'll play all the games eventually, Teak. One day. To be fair, if I had the time and didn't have any other obligations, I could sit down and do like an MGS game a day. Well, I could do MGS 1 and 2 in one day. 3? I think my capture card might catch on fire before we finish it. I forget how long 3 is, but 3 is long. I think already 4, you go through it again, and it's like, oh shit, I completely forgot about this sequence. That leads into this sequence, that leads into this sequence, and it goes on for hours. Really good. If I had a way, you know, if I had a way to do 3DS games, Snake Eater 3D would be worth doing. Snake Eater 3D is kind of cool, actually. It has better control options. We was sat here for a while. It took a long time to pop up. Is that going to be a new 3DS that's hacked, and then you stream video to your computer and record it? I've looked into several ways of trying to do 3DS. There's hard modding the old 3DSs, which doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. Particularly since Japan instituted a law that made it illegal to... I think it might have been specifically profit from modifying machines. Yeah, I know the hack you're talking about. The problem with that is it goes over a network connection and it will regularly stutter and have frame issues. I didn't consider it worth it. Greg, my man, we beat Digital Devil Saga. We're on New Game Plus. Look at all my skills. Oh, is that why you weren't talking, Klim? You were busy elsewhere? You cheat. So you're playing Resident Evil 3. I was there like, oh yeah, Craig streaming. Streaming Resident Evil 3? Since when does Craig play something that isn't an RPG? Double timing us. Yeah, it took us 5 tries, Craig, but we beat the final boss. Digital Devil Saga 2. September. After the August marathon. Doing randomizer. That's fair enough. We've been sat here for like half an hour. Yeah, we're doing a marathon in August that people are voting for. In fact, if anybody who has joined with your raid wants to vote on that. Currently, Sonic is in the lead, but you know, you could change that and make it Metal Gear Solid if you know what I mean. So that way I don't have to play Sonic 2 and I don't have to deal with fucking Metropolis Zone. Like, there are several things with it that I'm kind of like, Labyrinth Zone, Metropolis Zone, Sandopolis Zone, Sky Chase. Vote with your heart, Craig. Vote with your heart. And by that I mean vote for Broken Sword and throw your vote away because Broken Sword isn't winning. Nobody voted for Broken Sword. Last time on Digital Devil Saga, everybody died. I might put a video, I could see about putting a compilation video together actually. It's not like there was actually that much plot that would need to be recapped. That's a good idea actually. How did your randomizer go, Craig? I'll be honest, you kind of caught us at a bad time. You will actually vote with your heart. I could clip the end of the game, but... Kane. That means Metal Gear Solid is losing to Legacy of Kain. That would be interesting, actually. I'll be honest. The main thing I wouldn't be looking forward to with Legacy of Kain would be Soul Reaver. I promise you, Soul Reaver has not aged as well as you think it has. Yeah, Broken Sword's good. I'd have to figure out a way to do Broken Sword 4 because it was only released on PC. Well, this thing, like, Soul Reaver didn't age well. I would argue Blood Omen probably aged better. Specifically gameplay-wise. Yeah, that will happen a lot. Soul Reaver will test your patience. And, like... Magic went through the Legacy of Kain games last year. It was actually how I found him. We did a one-off Soul Reaver stream on Dreamcast last year, and I was like, I wonder who else is playing this at the minute. And Magic was playing. Magic, I think, was like the only person playing any Legacy of Kain game. And watching this, that following him, cool dude. He played a bunch of the Legacy of Kain games. He'd never done Blood Omen 2 or Soul Reaver 2 before, so he did those. And it made me realise the story that we're really into with Legacy of Kain only actually starts with Soul Reaver 2. That's fair enough. You never would have completed this game, Clem. Never, ever, ever, ever. Right, I might throw the poll in Ali's Discord. And if Teak allows it, I might throw the poll in his Discord. So we can get more people voting, try and get a little more variety on the poll. To be fair, you want your games to be fun and relaxing. You want them to be a good time. It's your escapism. You want to have fun with them. Anything to drive activity. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Like, I think your Discord has more people on it than mine, but it might have less activity. But then again, like 90% of the activity on my Discord is me. So, take that how you will. Do. The shadow in the background. Yeah, that's fair enough. We were actually just setting up to finish when you raided us, Craig. Sometimes. But thanks for the raid, Craig. You take care. I'll catch you next time. Remember, Digital Devil Saga 2, September. You take care. But now, I am gonna have to check for somebody to raid, because I can't leave 9 people without throwing a raid out. Ghost, the only people online in my following list are Magic and Mr. Charisma. And they're both playing Ghost of Tsushima. And I don't want to raid that, because I don't want to watch that because I've not played it and I don't want to play it. And I imagine some people in here are the same way. So let's see what's going on with Digital Devil Saga. There are 3 people currently streaming it, including me. Wait, nope. Yeah, no. The 4th one that was hidden is actually playing Kyaku, not Digital Devil Saga. Let's see. Dude called Colorless. Never played it before. See where he's at. Well, I have to wait to find out because Twitch ads. 10 out of 10, Twitch. We're probably going to see a bump up in people playing Shin Megami Tensei for a while as a result of the announcements. The dude is actually in the Vanguard's base. So he's just started. It says it's his first playthrough. Thanks, Teague. Which wouldn't be Twitch if it wasn't Twitchy. You know what? Let's go raid him. It's his first playthrough of this game. So let's go raid him. Throw him some support. So I guess we're gonna end. What was that? Okay. And so with that, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you so much for the support. Everybody in stream, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming and keeping me company throughout that final boss fight and the little grind. Crag, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you guys for the congratulations on beating the boss. Thanks for keeping me company throughout this entire game. I hope you're all looking forward to Digital Devil Saga 2 in September. But in the meantime, We're going to go raid Colourless, who is doing his first playthrough of this game. Let's go give him some support and love. And we'll be back Thursday, 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, with Spider-Man on PS4. We're going to work through that. But with that, thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. Catch you later, guys.